A gang leader in New York is blaming Wack100 because he caught a RICO in Savannah, Georgia, even though Wack100 is in LA. What? This is one of the most hilarious things I've seen on the internet today, bruh. And it really highlights, too, man, how void of accountability a lot of street dudes are. Right. Hocus 4/5 is one of the notorious leaders of SWM. However, over the last couple years, he has taken an asserted effort to rebrand himself as an activist and a gang preventionist. These dudes think they can gangbang for 50 years. And then when they think the feds is on their trail,
they turn into James St. Patrick. I told y'all, they all think
they transition to gang activists and preventionalists and think that the fans will say,
yeah, right.
He's a changed man. He's an activist now.
Lil Durk did the same thing. You've been dissing your ops and gang banging since you was 14, 13 years old. Then as soon as the feds get on you for a murder, you want to turn into the peace, push peace and peace this and peace that and assalamu alaikum this. And it don't work like that, folks.
No, bro. The feds is not going to forget, and you're going to get charged for everything you ever did.
Bro.
And that's apparently what Hocus 4/5 have been fighting against. He has somewhat transitioned, according to him. He's no longer in the streets, but somehow he can't stop getting indicted for RICOs. He just got indicted for his second RICO, I believe, in the last year or two.
Walking a fine line, a straight line. I do not commit crime
anymore. Why don't you finish the sentence, bro? You don't commit crimes no more. If you rob a nigga in 2020, you can get arrested for it in 2025, my guy.
I do not commit crime.
Anymore.
I don't. I go to work and I go home.
Now.
The feds gotta pop out more often, man, because these dudes only know
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show it.
How to behave when the feds pop out, bro. The feds is doing to these guys what they daddy whooping should have done, bro.
Oh, God.
Only when the feds pop out, these dudes know how to transition and change their lives, bro. Yo, this dude went from being one of the most ruthless gangsters to now he's a civilian. Now he's fluent in civilinese. I don't understand, bro. Only the feds popping out can transition the guy that you're seeing here on your screen or who you just seen on your screen. Only the feds can make this guy out of the guy right here.
Gang time. Gang time.
He got the jail body and all that.
We be on gang time.
It took the feds one pop out to turn Mr. We be on gang time to a productive taxpaying citizen. In one pop, the feds gotta pop out more often, bruh. Bruh. Cause y'all don't know how to act unless the feds involved, man. So apparently the feds popped out once and he got his act together, man.
Right.
But the feds said, we not done with you yet, bruh. The feds popped back out and they put him in another RICO. Now, I'll be real, bruh. The circumstances, as he's explaining this RICO, something ain't smelling right, man.
And this is just really messed up. That now I gotta fight once again with the legal justice system as I'm walking a straight line and thrown into a conspiracy that have murders on it, that I have nothing to do with, people that I don't even know. Then don't even tell me who these people are. They just black out the whole indictment.
Dozens of members of the Sex Money Murder Gang, a local sect of the infamous Blood Gang, were named in a newly unsealed federal indictment.
This is why I tell people, I want to put y'all on to some of the easiest money you'll ever make in your life. Freecash.com is a website that allows you to literally get paid hundreds of dollars just for playing video games on your phone. All you need is an email and a password. Follow the directions on each of the campaigns and you can earn at least $100. My personal favorite game to play was Sunrise Island, and when I clicked on it, they had a $370 bonus. I got $370 just for playing a video game on my phone. On average, it only takes about 17 minutes for most people to start earning money on Freecash.com. So if you need some free, easy, extra money, go to Freecash.com, click the QR code right here, or go in the description below and start getting that bag. You did? Cause this is what I say. Don't, when you go to jail, nigga, or when you sitting there on your deathbed and your last breath, don't, where's all the gangsterness at? No, stay like that because you knew this shit was gonna happen. Your whole time you was gang and all that and savage this and shooter this. The whole time you had people getting locked up for it, but you weren't worried about it. So don't wait until you get locked up for it to try to change up now, nigga. You should have stopped. You should have did that from the beginning. You had so many years and years and years and years and years and years and years to change what you was doing. You had a choice when you was young. You can go die, go to jail, or you can go to work, get you a job at Walmart. You chose to die and go to jail. This is what street niggas do. They die and go to jail. You can't sign up for the army, and then when it's wartime, you like, I was just playing. No.
Charging them with murder, drug trafficking, and fraud.
One example of this is the directed stabbing of one of their fellow gang members behind jail walls simply because he was gay. Inside this 60-page indictment are many more examples of the ruthlessness of this group.
That's crazy.
Sex Money Murder is a street gang. It's an affiliate or set of the National Bloods gang. These 30 individuals are facing charges including racketeering conspiracy, murder in aid of racketeering, conspiracy to commit murder in aid of racketeering, use as a firearm resulting in death, drug conspiracy, and wire fraud conspiracy. This indictment is a testament to the diligence.
And I don't know why nobody do this shit in New York. New York is the last place in the world, nigga. I go to New York, I'm not even jaywalking on 4 them grave, nigga.
And dedication of the department's prosecutors and investigative partners.
That's an awful lot of crimes, gang.
Oh
Them folks didn't pop up for nothing, bro. It sounds like you committing crimes, bro.
Right.
Them folks got y'all in a press
feds,
conference on national television. Oh, nah, y'all did something, bro. Y'all not innocent, homie. I don't know, bro. Now, when you read the indictment, he's actually being charged, I think, for like wire fraud or scamming.
Okay.
So apparently, this dude was collected unemployment and then also applied for a PPP loan.
Yep. You know
now,
how that go.
A PPP loan is for people to pay their employees. How are you collecting unemployment and a PPP loan at the same time? Like, do y'all think because y'all changed your Facebook name from Big Gorilla Blood, the Big Woo, to community activists that the feds just automatically forgive your crimes and just forget about it? That's not how this works.
They really think that, though.
Fam,
I told you, street niggas are some of the most delusional people in the world. They think they bulletproof. They think they just delusional, bro.
Have reactions. Everything you do have a consequence, and you're just suffering the consequence of committing a crime.
Today, I was picked up by the feds, and I was charged in a sex money murder RICO indictment. A conspiracy indictment. No, this is real shit. I'm not even joking. Yesterday, I was picked up by the feds and charged in a sex money murder RICO indictment.
Bro got picked up by the feds on a RICO that included murders.
And he out?
And came home in 24 hours.
I was thinking the same thing yesterday.
Y'all better stop gangbanging, man. Y'all.
This is bad, bro.
Y'all better stop gangbanging, man. Y'all better get out the streets, man.
I'm telling you, boy. Bro
got picked up for a RICO that included a murder, and he came home in 24 hours?
Shit.
Man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, stay off the streets, man.
That I am charged in a RICO conspiracy based in Savannah, Georgia. The Southern District of Savannah, Georgia. Now listen. You see these black spaces? These are my co-defendants. These are my co-defendants. And that's just me. Where the fuck are my co-defendants? They redacted the whole indictment. They redacted everything. Black, redact, black,
so what
black,
you think?
redact. They redacted everything. They redacted everything. Look at the indictment. I'm charged in a RICO conspiracy. Yo, listen, man. I'm gonna say this much, right? They got RICO conspiracy here, murder in the aid of racketeering, causing death through the use of a firearm, conspiracy to commit murder in the aid of racketeering, wire fraud conspiracy, and drug conspiracy. Now, out of all of this, right, as you can see in the indictment, they got wire fraud conspiracy, and that's what they charged me with, right? So they're saying that I committed wire fraud during the pandemic by getting unemployment and PPP loans. And I'm gonna say this: I maintain my innocence. Everything I do is by the book. I'm not in no conspiracy. I didn't conspire to do anything with anybody. I'm going to fight. I missed to go to trial. Y'all know that. I'm going to trial.
You can't be unemployed and have a PPP loan. That doesn't make any fucking sense. If you have a PPP loan, that literally means that you have a business. If you have a business, you're not unemployed. How the fuck is you going, man?
I'm going to fight.
He don't deny not once that he got the PPP loan and the unemployment.
He didn't even deny
He's
it.
claiming he did it by the books.
Oh,
bro,
okay.
the feds wrote the book.
Jesus Christ.
You're telling the feds who wrote the book that you did it by the book. Listen, man, I don't know in what world you're going to qualify for a PPP loan and get unemployment at the same time. But hey, bro, dumb boys is coming. Okay? Now, again, you guys hear the charges. You guys hear what he's being charged with. It seems pretty cut and dry. It seems like, yeah, bro, that's a crime.
Right.
Yeah, bro, people who do that go to jail.
Right.
Right? So
you just thought it was chicken ass because everybody was doing it during the pandemic. You thought it was chicken.
Crime. Now, he would then say that he would allude to blame Wack100, right? Because apparently,
oh my God.
He tries to point to, Wack100 enemies are being picked up. What? And he would put himself in the group of Wack100 enemies and watch him try to blame Wack100 for this.
I just ask for that support back from the people because, I need y'all to rally behind me. I need it. Like, y'all see what I'm up against.
Now you want everybody
and we know
help,
the real
bro?
reason
That's not how that works.
Why, someone like me is being attacked. It's the positive stuff that I'm doing. And I got one more thing before I go. It's just, I gotta say it. How ironic, it's just how odd is it that it's just one guy that everybody's beef with ends up with a RICO or inside of a RICO.
Maybe because all the people that beef with him are gangbanging. You ever think about that? Maybe, just maybe. I know Wack, I ain't gonna lie, Wack100 do be seeming like the feds. FBI, open up! He knows shit. You know what I'm saying? He knows stuff I don't think he should know. You feel me? He just somehow, some way always know a little bit of something. But maybe, just maybe, the reason that y'all end up with a fucking RICO is because y'all are gang banging, which is illegal. And the only people Wack100 beefs with are other gang members like him. Genius.
This one guy that everybody beef with. Y'all know who he is. Now Hulk has got a RICO?
The thing is, to be honest, I wouldn't even say that Hocus and Wack had beef because their, quote unquote beef only stayed on Clubhouse. They had Clubhouse arguments. The last argument that went viral of Hocus and Wack arguing back and forth was this particular clip right here.
You disrespect the whole New York. You disrespect everybody.
Where did I wait? Where did I do that?
The whole, wait. Whole coast.
I'm glad you said that. Where did I do that?
Bro, this nigga's crazy.
Answer the question. You shouldn't have did this, nigga. I'm finna wear your ass out. When did I disrespect the whole New York?
Let's talk about how you disrespect the West Coast. Let's talk about
when did I disrespect the whole New York? Answer the question.
Let's talk about how you disrespect.
Your people looking. You got a greenhouse like I do. The tramp is here. The tramp is here.
Nobody interrupt them.
Wait.
Their beef started and stayed on Clubhouse. So I don't know why. I guess Hocus would think that Wack100 would hate him so much that Wack would try to put him in jail, but it's not logical to me. It don't make sense. But Wack100 will respond back to Hocus claiming that he's somewhat responsible or alluding to him being somewhat responsible. And here's what Wack had to say.
That one charge. But he just being charged for wire fraud for collecting unemployment and the PPP loan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. I see what it is. They got some overall shit going on. That's no different, Chuck, than loose little robbery tied up in Big U RICO. Whoever he was working with is tied into them.
Right.
So they hit them with the charge too. Hocus probably get that dude shit. It was in his name or something. Probably what it is.
And then he tried to throw you in it, Wack. At the end of the nigga Hulk, he said at the end of the video, he said everybody that beef with you,
he did say
got
that.
a RICO. Huh? Now he's caught up in the RICO or some shit like that. He
everybody that beef with me is in a what the f I got to do with some stuff. Hey, you see what's crazy? I come in here and try to defend him.
I heard you, Wack. Before you stepped in the room, I was just telling Chuck this shit, and when you came in, I'm like, oh damn, Wack don't know what's going on.
Nah, I ain't got a clue. I'm thinking Chuck
trolling.
Hell no.
That don't make no sense to me though. Like, nigga, don't act like he was some regular civilian who just somehow, some way got locked up, bro. You out here gang banging, bro. You know damn well all your homies was gang banging. You was claiming gangs. You was rapping gangs. You was throwing up gang signs, nigga. You was wearing red like you was a blood. You was claiming SMM. Bro, you know what the hell you was doing? You know you did that shit. And you did it in 2020. So because you had a clubhouse argument with a nigga, he put the post like, come on, man, I don't know, nigga, come on, bro.
With a Savannah PPP loan. He probably wasn't even the target. He just, whoever them niggas is, I'm pretty sure they got some most serious charges.
Right.
And this just happened to be something they was doing. Hoke is probably the nigga that was busting the check or something.
Right.
That's why he don't know the niggas. Whoever was putting together the play, it's 2-3 niggas in between
but
him and
RICO,
Hokus.
Bro.
The nigga over there probably don't know what the Hokus is. So a nigga could be out here doing something wrong. Let me get this right. A nigga could be doing something wrong.
Illegal.
That has nothing to do with me.
Right.
And he get caught up, and now I got something to do with it.
It's my fault.
And get the fuck out of here, bro. Niggas is crazy, bro.
And that happened like in what, like 2020? That's when everybody was doing PPP loans and all that stupid shit.
I wouldn't know. I ain't said nothing bad about. I called Hokus and told him I wasn't gonna even say nothing about his name no more. About 5-6 months ago, bro, on my mama.
And I was telling
On
the
my
Chuck,
mama.
I said, yo, because I had did a little research. I'm like, yo, you cannot collect unemployment and get a PPP loan at the same time. And you can't do that.
Right.
That's the charge. Collecting unemployment and getting a PPP loan.
So what that got to do with me?
Nothing.
I don't know why you even said that. I'm gonna be honest.
I think Hokus blaming other people is just a coping mechanism. To be honest, man, it's easier to blame other people than to look yourself in the mirror and say,
you
"Yo,
dumb as hell, gang.
I'm at cause. Yo, I'm the one that's ruined my own life. I'm the one that's about to put my family through heavy financial strain trying to fight this case. I'm responsible.
Wack ain't come put no gun in your head and make you gang bang, nigga. He on the whole opposite side of the damn country. 6-hour flight away. Y'all probably never even seen each other in person. He ain't make you do nothing, gang. I ain't gonna lie, y'all ass be some weird. These niggas be boy, and you grown as hell talking like this too. They don't be no 16-year-old little boys. They be 40, 50 years old, gang. This is